Hello, I'm Josh with Windsor's Outdoor Adventures. Today I'll be talking to you about foldable blades that could be used for hunting, fishing, and defensive uses around town for against another attacker, knife attacker. Multi-tools, survival knives, and two different type of hunting knives. First knife I'm going to be talking to you about is this one here. It's a foldable knife there, and the blade's easy to get out, so it'll be good for like around town for defensive uses. And you can use it for out hunting. It has a good and long enough blade, strong enough blade to use for cutting into a deer and maybe the rib cage. All depends on the size of the animal. This knife is good. I like it because it's good steel. It will hold an edge. Good. And it's fast. Like I said before, the blade's fast to get out. There. It has a little clip there. You can clip on the side of your pants where it's easy to get after and get it at. And it's made of stainless steel, so it won't rust. This knife is another type of foldable knife. It's more of a multi-tool. Has a corkscrew, Phillips screwdriver, different things that I don't even know what they are and where even to start thinking using it for. There. They have a knife on it. Knives. They have a saw, sharp wood saw. They also have this type of saw. It's not sharp. You can run your finger on it. It won't cut you. Useless. There. Scissors, just in case you have to, if you happen to you're out with someone there to break a leg and you have to, or something, have to cut a piece of clothing. That will come in handy. Have scissors. Kind of like a little survival knife. There has different can openers on it. There, but I wouldn't recommend this knife for defensive uses because the blade's too slow to get out. You'll be dead by the time you get it out. Unlike this knife, the blade's easy to get out, faster. Now, here's this knife. There. This knife here has like a little jagged edge here. It's not sharp. Yeah, so it takes an edge good, but it doesn't hold the edge because it's cheap steel blade. Blade's made of cheap steel. It doesn't hold the edge. It's a defensive knife. You can use it for self-defense against attacking bear if you want to get close and personal if you have to, or a cougar. Or if you're lost in the bush, this knife will be very useful because it has a compass in the handle, and the hand opens up there, has fishing line, weight, needle, matches, a piece of wire there, like if you had to find a battery that still has juice in it, you can make a spark and get a fire going that way. That's the only reason I'll recommend this knife for survival, not purpose only. There. And if you have to, self-defense against a bear or a cougar. But here's the blade. All depends on the law in your town or province there, or state, wherever you're living there. The blade may be too long to carry on you as a self-defense weapon against an attacker. So Like where I live, this knife would be no good for me because the blade's too long. Here, it's 4 inches. This is about 6.5. So this knife will come in good here. This is the knife I always carry on me. Type of knives I always carry on me, just in case. But I never had to use one, but better safe than never. So, and oh yeah, back to this knife. It comes with a sleeve, this sleeve here. It's not as cheap leather. It's just held there by poor soul job. It came with a sharpening stone there, so when you're on the bush, when the knife goes dull, you can sharpen it. But I lost the stone, so I'm stuck there have to use a dull knife or use a rock to sharpen it as best as I can. And it just holds in here like this and clips on. It won't fall out. Won't fall out. It'll come out a ways, but won't fall right out. So you won't lose your knife. It will hook onto your belt. Now, for the hunting knives, there's these. Here's your main knife. This knife is a good knife for out in the bush for defensive there for against an animal, or especially for gutting an animal or doing the cutting throat. Has good strong steel, so you'll be able to cut the rib cage without worrying about break. And it had this knife there, the brand that makes this knife, it's a lifetime guarantee. So if it ever breaks, so you just send it in, they'll send you a new one. They'll fix it, or if they can't fix it, they'll send you a new one. It also comes with this one. That's for cutting the belly, or skinning along the legs. You're cutting the skin along the legs so you don't cut up the meat or the guts, because it has this little blunt end here that's not sharp, but in the middle here it's sharp so it can cut the skin. There. These knives will take an edge and will hold the edge. There, because this is about a $500 knife there, and for that price it better be good steel. For my last hunting knife, there are a lot of you like you will recognize it too. It's made by Gerber, and it has the Gerber fixed blade with gut hook on it. It takes an edge and a hold an edge, and it's very good knife there. Strong steel, lightweight, and very easy to do with to cut a deer. This knife won't really do any good for defensive reasons, because the gut hook. Because when you're going after an animal, you want to be able to go in and out. With this, you go in, the gut hook will hook in, so it won't be no good. Hook up, unless you go in where there's no bone. That's back here in the gut, and there's no vitals there. You want something that be able to go into the vitals. That's where this knife will come in. You can get into the vitals for the rib cage, then into the vitals. Even this one. This one, yes, no, because the blade's too short. And so, all depends on your purpose, what you want your knives for. What you'll be doing. You want it for defensive, for around town to carry in your pocket, just for again there in case someone comes pulls a knife on you, so you'll be able harm you, kill you with a knife. You have to defend yourself. This is the knife I recommend. Multi-tool / survival tool there, or around camping here, good for whittling wiener sticks, or this survival. Big more this one survival than this one. Hunting, these.